Hi, Libra. It's good to see you. Welcome to your timeless intuitive reading. If this message resonates or you find it helpful, then it's for you. All right. So, I was tuning into your energy just a moment ago to prepare for this reading, and a few messages came through. So, I'll share those with you first, and then we'll jump into the cards. So, the first thing that came through when I started to channel your energy was the image of a lion coming from like your root chakra up all the way through your throat and out. So, the energy of the lion is coming through you, or is assisting you at this time. And when I saw this image of the lion, I heard you say, "You don't know that I have this lion in my back pocket." So it's almost like you're coming into a deeper level of connection with your own inner strength, your own force of nature. And it's not something that you are um, flashy about. You're not really talking about it. You're not trying to, uh, throw it in anybody's face or anything like that. It's this imperceptible thing from the outside. People don't know that within you, deep within you, you have this incredible force of nature, this strength, this beauty of the lion, right? Now, the other thing that I was tapping into is that in a way, you're starting to own your intuitive spiritual gifts more. I saw you moving energy in, I don't know, certain relationships or certain environments. It was like you were, with your intention, moving energy in a space, and you're doing it in a way that people can't see. It's not like you walk into a room and you're like, everybody move out of the way, I need to do some Reiki on this space. No, you're doing it low key. And so people don't know that you're doing it when you're doing it, but they know that after you have left, they feel different, or at the very least, the environment, the space that you're in feels different. Okay. So you're an energy worker. You're an energy worker. And maybe you've always known this, or maybe for the first time ever, you're really owning your gift as an energy worker. And I think it's intimately connected to this lion energy coming through you as well. Now, in terms of elemental energies that are supporting you right now, I heard opal for a crystal. For animal energies, I heard white rabbit, very specifically white rabbit, as opposed to plain old rabbit, which came through for Gemini. So the white rabbit, of course, makes me think of Follow the White Rabbit, right? Like down the dark tunnel into the unknown. Of course, it makes me think of Alice in Wonderland, and Alice the Wonderland Oracle is the oracle deck that wanted to come forward for you, so there may be something about Alice in Wonderland. I also heard beetle and porcupine. And then for a plant energy, I actually heard bluegrass. I have no idea if bluegrass is a real plant, if it is a type of grass, I don't know. If it's not, then maybe you just need to listen to some bluegrass music, or you have a particular special relationship to that kind of music. Maybe it means something to you. That's just what came through. Okay, so with all that said, let's jump into the cards. I did pull one card from the Alice the Wonderland Oracle to just kind of represent the main message that you need to hear today, and that was number 31, Believe, Strange Encounters. So this is all about believing that reality is stranger than fiction, or what is it? Fact is stranger than fiction. Life is stranger than fiction. Whatever the saying is. Um, believing, believing in that which you normally wouldn't. You know, according to the guidebook here, I'll just read you a little snippet. This card asks you to accept that others unlike you exist. They will then accept your differences too. In this way, we can begin to believe in each other and live side by side, as different as we might be. You may be encountering spirit beings or mystical events that make you wonder at the very nature of reality itself. So, yeah, it's like open. This card, I think, is just asking you to open yourself up more deeply to the fact that life is stranger than fiction. Fact is stranger than fiction, whatever the saying is. God. Um, and and I think the spiritual gifts that you're stepping into, your incredible abilities as an energy worker, this lion spirit that's coming through you, it's all real. It's real. You know, you can trust it. Um, and there's so much more going on energetically than maybe you were ever aware of before. Open your mind, open your mind, open your heart, and believe the experiences that are happening to you, right? Okay, let's go into tarot. What is the primary experience that Libra is moving through? What's the primary experience that Libra is moving through? Yeah, I just keep hearing follow the white rabbit, follow the white rabbit. What is that white rabbit for you? There's something that's like beckoning you, maybe something you're interested in, learning more about, or exploring more deeply. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you're stepping into a greater embodiment of your divine feminine power. Feels like, yes, bringing your divine feminine gifts into the physical world. It's like feels like you're stepping through a threshold. Um, you're starting to bring your spiritual gifts forward in more practical ways into the world. Maybe that's the white rabbit. Maybe that's the white rabbit. Maybe you've known that you have certain spiritual gifts for a long time, but you never fully embodied them, never fully owned them, or never used them in any kind of significant way, right? Maybe for some of you. But now it's like, no, we've got to take those spiritual gifts and ground them into the physical, because they're actually meant to be used in the physical. Yeah, so maybe you're being called to own your spiritual gifts and use them in practical ways. That could be the white rabbit that you're meant to follow. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles. It's almost like I'm hearing normalize your spiritual gifts, normalize the psychic experiences that you have, normalize it, because it is normal. It is a part of reality. It's part of reality, right? It's just not what most people are open to, not what most people talk about on a day-to-day basis. That doesn't mean it's not just as real. That's the primary experience. Seven of Pentacles. And look, I like this. They're looking at each other. Yeah, I love this. I just get this intuitive feeling. Oh, the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. She's snuck in there. Okay, we'll put her down there too. Um, I have this feeling that like your divine feminine has stepped forward, and maybe that divine feminine is symbolized by that lion that I saw. She's here. She's here. And it's forcing or catalyzing the more masculine aspect of you to stop and reassess the direction that you're headed in. And remember, we all have both masculine and feminine. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter how you identify, we all have both masculine and feminine. Yes. Oh my gosh. Your divine feminine spiritual gifts have shown all the way the freak up. And now you're like, okay, I need to take a beat, take a moment, reassess the direction that I'm going, and figure out if I need to make any tweaks, because I need to accommodate these this I need to make space for my gifts. I need to normalize using my spiritual gifts. So I need to reassess what I'm doing and where I'm going. Yes, and this has all been totally subconscious up until now. Like there has been an emergence, I'm hearing, out of your subconscious. There's a deeper connection to your intuition than ever before. And so you have to make adjustments to accommodate this. Whoa, okay, I love this. What's the primary challenge that Libra is facing? What's the primary challenge that Libra is facing? King of Swords. Ooh. Hmm. Clarify the King of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, and they're facing in opposite directions. The last two cards were looking at each other. These two are looking away from each other. There's tension. There's some kind of there's a push-pull tension within you. I think there's two different let's say camps of thought that are happening within you right now. One part of you there's an aspect of your consciousness that is very logical, right? Values, logic, objectivity, objective truth, critical thinking, right? And so I think maybe some part of you is saying, like, it's not practical. What I'm being called to do, like following this white rabbit, my spirituality down into the tunnel of the unknown, that's not practical. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I don't know where it's going to take me. I don't know that it's going to be worth my time. I don't like that I can't like wrap my head around this, like what's coming through me or what's happening to me or what I'm being called into. I don't like that I can't wrap my head around it, right? But then there's this other part of you that's totally committed to seeing where this white rabbit takes you. Totally committed. I see this connection between the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles because, well, they're both pentacles and they're both yellow, right? There's this part of you that wants to start walking in the direction that you're being called, right? And feels totally at ease about it. There is some part of you that has already normalized all of this spiritual stuff. And so this part of you feels totally grounded and at ease following that white rabbit. But the King of Swords is like, I don't trust this. I don't like this. Why would we do something that leads us, you know, down this crazy path? Okay, what's the advice? What's the advice for Libra? Well, I have some advice, but we'll see what the cards say. I would love it if Temperance came out for you, but we'll see. What does Libra need to know or do? Oh, 10 of Wands. Okay, well, yep, that's also great. So here's the thing. This part of you that is the King of Swords, that's like, no, we're only going to do the predictable thing. We're going to keep doing what we've always been doing. We're going to stay in the realm of logic and common sense. We're not following that white rabbit. Screw, spirituality. Maybe not screw spirituality, but like, we're going to just keep it to ourselves. Like, that's the question I would ask you is, who does that sound like? When you listen to that voice in your head that doubts what you're being called into, the voice in your head that would squash your spiritual dreams, your spiritual gifts, or at the very least squash the idea that you're meant to share those gifts, right? Who does that sound like? Mom, dad, a teacher, grandpa, somebody from your childhood who traumatized you. It's not you. The 10 of Wands is saying it's not you. The 10 of Wands is about carrying responsibility and burden, heaviness, suffering that is not yours. You picked it up at some point because you thought that it would serve you. You were probably just trying to not cause waves, make other people happy. But now it's time to put all of those wands down, put down all perceptions, all responsibilities that are not your own, put them down so that you can be free to pursue that white rabbit, free to pursue what your intuition is telling you to pursue. It doesn't have to happen overnight, you know. You don't need to literally change your entire life overnight. If you want to, of course you can. But this is the direction that you need to start heading. Take inventory with the 7 of Pentacles. Take inventory of all of the people, places, things in your life that are supporting your highest good, supporting your self-expression, or not. Right? I don't know if you just heard that. I think that was my printer beeping. Interesting timing. Any more advice? There's like this incredible stillness that has just come over. I don't know if you're feeling this. Maybe it's just me. No. There's like an incredible stillness. I think a lot of answers are going to be found in stillness for you right now. Your own intuition and your own truth arises in the silence. Any other advice? Any other advice for Libra here? Too many. Eight of Cups. Yep. Yep. Okay. So, yeah. Again, something that's not fulfilling you. A situation or a relationship. This could be a job, this could be a partner, this could be a friend. I mean, this could be so many different things. But the Eight of Cups is saying there's some kind of situation or relationship that at one point fulfilled you, but it ain't anymore. You have to walk away. In order for something new to come into your life, you have got to make space. You've got to create the invitation for the new thing to come by releasing something first. Wow. I mean, these two together are just they're so clear. So what do you need to walk away from? What do you need to let go of? Maybe it's somebody else's responsibility entirely that you took on at some point, or just a toxic, dysfunctional, emotional situation that is dragging you down. What is it? What is it? It's like, it's just, none of it is yours. None of it is yours. Your deepest truth is, it's so clearly calling you to follow that white rabbit. You know you need to. You know it's time. Okay. Believe. Believe means you don't know exactly what's going to happen. You don't know what you're going to find down that dark tunnel. You don't know where the white rabbit's going to lead you, but you believe in your own strength. You believe in your own intuition, intuitive knowing. You believe in your own power. You can trust yourself. Okay. All right, Libra, this was fascinating. I hope that it was helpful, or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next reading.